Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back, one and all. It's Charlie. It is December 31st, 2019, the last day of 2019. Are you guys ready? It's about 9:25, almost 9:30 actually. And I am here in Pasadena, of course, in City Hall. And this is actually where the Rose Parade starts. This is one thing that I'm really proud of every year, that LAPD and the Pasadena Department of Police and everybody comes out here and they do a fantastic job. Their show of force, their presence here, they are ready for anything when they come down here, and they always set up right here. It's really cool. It's kind of empty right now, but by later this evening, definitely tomorrow morning, you'll see all sorts of, well, what we used to call back in my day the paddy wagons, or the transport inmate vehicles, all lined up here strategically. And yeah, there'll be a lot more vehicles right here by tomorrow morning, and their show of presence is fantastic. I cannot tell you. I mean, sheriff's departments, local police, look. Yes, even FEMA. Yes. Hazmats and everything. And actually, down the street down there, down on Holly, is the Gold Line entrance to the Metro Gold Line. By tomorrow morning, also, the Metro Authorities Police, which is also working with conjunction with the Sheriff's Department, and a lot of retired police officers also work for the Metro Police Department. They'll have their big, black, huge, monstrous vehicle, their command center down there at the entrance of the Gold Line station. And yeah, it's fantastic. Here's our... Did not get a chance to come to City Hall for the tree lighting, but here is our beautiful tree. I had been working so much, which actually I'm grateful, but now those hours have ceased. So I wanted to show you folks how awesome this is. This is right here, actually, to me. This is where the parade starts, right here. And then down there on Colorado, because without these people right here, this parade would definitely not be very secure, and I don't think anybody really knows the all the resources and the manpower that goes behind the security of the Rose Parade. It's just fantastic. See, there's hazmat. Awesome, right? Let's go down to Colorado. Here's another common thing that that you folks will always see just within at least a couple days before the parade. Well, there's a part of the grandstands, but you'll see all along the area of the parade route on Colorado, a lot of the local businesses put up these the Chainlink Fences. This is a post office, by the way. They put chain-link fences, excuse me, around local businesses, all up and down the boulevard on either side. And that's also to keep, well, revelers from climbing on the property, and they don't want anybody coming up over and littering and stuff and camping out. Believe it or not, in years past, many eons ago, people actually used to, back like in the 70s, people actually used to come and bring their couches, their easy chairs, their Davenports or whatever, and come all along and host right down here. And then after the parade, they would leave their furniture. It was their way actually of getting rid of old furniture. It was kind of a common thing, practice, and the city had to put a stop to this. Right now you see a lot of folks lined up and waiting. They can kind of like be right here. Here's some chalk outlines This is like the old gold rush claiming their stakes. And you'll always see like tape from years past or past parades. So I think what it is, as of today, people cannot, from right here, from these two sections, about 5 feet from the curb, as of today, around 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning, then you can actually come out here. This is unofficial, actually. This is kind of like unofficial. But you can, at 11, 12 o'clock today, claim your, stake your claim and move to this section. It won't be until about 11 p.m. or midnight that you'll be actually able to move out from the curb, from the sidewalk, out on the street, just to the blue line, because the blue line, that's part of the safety route. You can't go anything further. And there is, a lot of people ask about this. It's kind of an iconic thing. There's this red line, kind of faded pink, that goes all the way Colorado from the beginning of the route to the end and up Sierra Madre. That red line right there is for the float drivers. See, they really can't see forward because of the floats. So their viewing, their driving is kind of like an old bombardier. They're looking down at the earth. So they're looking down at the ground, keeping constant with a contact with the red line, and they steer by the red line. So yeah. This is a list of the different bus routes that are here on Colorado that are affected by Colorado Boulevard. Both, actually, Metro, Foothill, and Arts. They're all affected by today's and tomorrow's events. So they'll get rerouted. One thing that a lot of people also don't realize is on Colorado we have a lot of covered bus stops. They take those bus stops off. They take them out. So the streets are naked. There's no bus stops. Like right here normally, if you can see, this is where the bus stops were bolted down, and then they remove them. And then after the parade, then they come back and they put all the covers over again. Yeah, that's a lot of work. People don't realize how much money the city and everybody in cooperation with this event spend just to get this off. It's not just a matter of making floats and spending that and then letting the floats go down. It's a very, very big expense to the city and everybody who's affected. So yeah, I mean, even Metro does this at whatever cost it's going to be for them. See, there you could see Fleming's with a chain link fence. There's another property right there where they are installing the chain link fences. You know, people get out of hand. And all these chain link fences that you see in front of the properties, this is at the cost of the property owner. So this is not a the city doing it complimentary. I mean, every chain link fence that you see on every property is costing that property owner money just to put this, so folks don't go in that area. And you can imagine if these fences weren't here and the revelers were here, and they'd be leaving some sort of huge mess all over the place. So, just to make things peaceful and calm, chain link fences are erected and don't have to really worry too much about it. Yes, of course, occasionally someone will hop the fence to maybe go pee, because the porta potties around here are exceptionally long lines. So yeah, that happens, but it would be worse if these fences were not up. One thing I did notice that it looks like they're using these vehicle barricades this year. They didn't do this last year. I've already kind of looked at it and I've already analyzed. They're all forked. Say they're forked there. That's the belly of the car. So it's put out facing traffic. So a vehicle would come in, hit this, and jack up the car. It's pretty cool. And some businesses just put up plywood on their storefronts. This is Pottery Barn, by the way. This is the one cool thing, is that a lot of people come and show off their classic vintage cars. I mean, after all, the parade was started by decorating horse-drawn carriages and wagons with roses and flowers. So it's kind of fitting that beautiful vehicles, well, sans the flowers, but the beauty of the vehicle is its flower. This is crunch time right now. These last 24 hours are everything. The I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, everything. So here I am on Orange Grove Boulevard, headed south, and this is all along right here is where all the floats and equestrians, all in order, are going to be lined up all the way past yonder. And in case you kind of haven't figured out, this is an expensive part of Pasadena. These condos and apartments and townhomes and what have you are very, very expensive, my friends. These are the $1 million cottages that they just built a couple of years ago. But yeah, and all the grandstands are lined up here. We actually had been up in that area before the first famous turn. So this is where you will see them on TV. They're all lined up right here. So here you see all the traffic. They go down this way and then they turn to the right and they head down Colorado Boulevard. Oh, there's the Goodyear blimp. Very cool. Oh, that's the newer blimp. You can see its propellers. Very cool. There actually is a quick shot. There is our Federal Court of Appeals. Kind of tucked away and hidden. Very, very few people know about it.